So far we've got all the furniture for my parents' room. This is the trunk that will be at the end of their bed. It's in really great shape. However, the top and the bottom was super bubbly. You can see on the sides that it still has some, but I'm not worried about that. But the top and bottom are going to be used, obviously. So I'm clearing this off. We're gonna do something to the top. We're gonna paint the whole thing white with the exception of the metals and the handles. We're going to wet distress the rivets back in, and then it should match their room perfectly. We finally got all of the cover off of the top and the bottom. The top has been filled fully. I've just got done sanding it, so there's sanding dust all over it, but now it'll be smooth enough for the wallpaper. The bottom is gonna take white paint. Everything else is gonna get painted white. And then once that's all done and dried and I'm ready to poly, then I'll be able to put the wallpaper on top. So that will be nearly the last step, because I need poly for that, and I don't mind if white gets on here. Well, there's no wallpaper, so you know, that's just a good order of operations. And then we're gonna leave all these guys out. I think I already mentioned that, but they'll all be left out. So I'll either tape them off or wet distress them, or just wipe it off as I'm going. We'll see what happens. But I've given this whole piece just a quick scuff sand, you can see down here, just to give the paint something to stick to. So we're gonna be using some Chalk Mountain and just do this entire piece white. I may tone it with a little bit of brown so it's not such a bright white, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, everything's been super cleaned after the sanding, so I'm going to try my hand at rolling this on since it's such a large flat surface. I don't know how it's gonna work out. I might end up going back to a brush just because that's what I'm comfortable with, but we'll see if this little roller works for me. My love, you gotta stop throwing the ball over here. Take it over there. Thank you. I'm not too worried about the black parts of metal. They'll just be lightly distressed, but the copper tones here, I'm gonna keep clean. So if I do get paint on them, I'm gonna make sure I get them all cleaned off really well. But yeah, so we'll just see how this goes. The first coat went on fairly well. I'm just taking the brush and kind of going around the edges of things that didn't quite get enough paint. The centers don't really matter because, like I said, I'm gonna distress them back. But you can just see some corners that this is really hard left-handed. Also, you guys know what's awesome? These knee pads. They're like the greatest thing ever, and they save your knees. They've been like one of the best purchases I've made. You can see my tiny one throwing a watering pail uphill. Oh, to be two. So yeah, I'm just going through filling in all these sections, and then I will hit it back up with the roller again. And then once I'm finished, we'll go back and wet distress and then clean off all of the brass copper looking hardwares. Yeah, you can roll it right back here. Yep, go ahead. Roll it on this. Just this right here. Yep, gotta do another coat. Hurry, you're dripping. Oh yeah, nice work. Careful, clean up the drips. Oh, you're making more drips. Man, right mess you are. All right, we're at sunset, so sorry about the harsh lighting. I'm just taking my wet rag, which happens to be an old sock, and I am distressing back all the paint off of it. I was initially going to clean them completely off, but I kind of like the way it looks messy like that. So that's what we've done so far, and I'm just gonna keep doing this until I get it to where I like it. Sorry, that's out of frame. But I'm just really enjoying the look of it kind of dingy left on there. It is releasing a bit of bleed through. So I have been struggling. I got it mostly cleaned off. I don't know if you can kind of see a couple dark spots here from the metals. So it's causing bleed through on my rag, which is then getting on the piece. So that's an issue, but I'll figure something out as I go. The little guy's just helping me out painting the bottom. I have it all distressed around the edges, as you can see. It's upside down now. I just said the bottom. Good grief. You can tell it's the end of the night. It's time to go. This door is going to be my parents' headboard. So that's going to be the head of the board. The head of the bed. Wow. And this is going to be at the foot of their bed. They have 2 windows directly above their bed, so they can't have a normal headboard. So we're going to use an old door, which is going to be awesome and fit perfectly. And then this guy, I'll try and show you. We got some cool distress lines. Let me get on the front. The front's the best part, even though it's upside down right now. Excuse me, sir. Can I show them the front of this? Thank you. So yeah, I love it. It looks really great. And then once I get the floral wallpaper on, it's going to be awesome. That will be the next step. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So see you tomorrow. All right, I forgot to get footage of this going on, but we've got it going on. It looks lovely. We are now waxing the piece to get it all finished and sealed. And then we're going to call it good. This piece is finished. Right.
Tomorrow when I have a meltdown.
So you're coming in at the end of a meltdown you missed, where I dumped an entire gallon-sized can, that one over there, all over the ground, and then scratched the front of the chest. Right there, you can kind of see. I've then scuffed it. It's been a rough day for this chest, but mostly me. So chest is now done, as well as it's going to get done. It's going into storage until we're ready to take it to California. Yeah, if you like this, subscribe and join more of my fiascos. See you guys next week.